The Lebanese are forced to share their country. Around 400,000 Palestinians also live in Lebanon, but it's not their home. Home, for them, is in a country called Palestine, to which they cannot return, despite the PLO-Israeli accord. Most of these are Palestinians whose families fled their homes in 1948, when Israel was created. The land these Palestinians owned is now in Israel.
Did your father have papers to show he owned the house?
Of course, documents. These documents show all the property which my father owned in Acre, including the house.
And the house was built at what year was the house built?
1935.
And he was the first owner?
Yes. He built the house.
He built it himself?
Yes.
Yosef Shibble fled his home in what is now Israel 45 years ago, and like the thousands who ran away during the Jewish-Arab War, he's forbidden by the Israelis from returning.
We thought that we were leaving for just a short period of time. We left our furniture. We just picked our light material and clothes, and then we left north to Lebanon.
And what else do you have?
I have here two photos, one with my friends.
Where are you on this picture?
This is mine to the far left.
You're smiling a lot in that picture. Yeah. Where is this taken in?
This is at the backyard of our house, the eastern part. And this, I'm riding a bicycle here, coming from the southern street which leads to our house.
How old are you here in this picture?
13 years.
This is just before you left?
Just 5-6 months before I left.
Could you draw me a map of where your house is in Acre?
Of course, I can draw a map.
This is a roundabout?
Yeah, this is
It's a main road intersection.
Yeah, it was a main road intersection. And after you cross 500 yards, you go to your left 400 yards. And there is the house of my father, Ahmed Shibble.
Yusuf, that map is so good. If I went to Acre, do you think I could find your house from that
I'm
map?
sure you will find it within a few minutes. If you follow the map accurately.
Are you sure it hasn't changed?
I don't know what happened those 45 years.
"45 years after Yosef Shibble fled his home, the Israelis forced another group of Palestinians into Lebanese exile, this time from the occupied West Bank and Gaza. They formed a small Islamic republic here in the mountains. These men are members of Hamas, Israel's most dangerous Palestinian enemy. They now wish to destroy Yasser Arafat's peace deal with Israel.
Thanks very much, Evan.
Thank
Can you hang on here?
These were not ordinary Palestinian refugees. They were to become the most famous Palestinian deportees in the world, trapped on a hillside between Lebanese and Israeli front lines. But for these men, their exile meant something else, a chance to plan the religious Islamic nation they want to create when they go back home. Their anger against the West can be found not only here in Lebanon, but inside the West Bank and Gaza itself, among Muslims in Egypt, even now among the Muslims of Bosnia.
Hamas is an Islamic organization aiming to liberate Palestine and establishing an Islamic state rather than a secular state.
When you say Palestine, you mean all of British Mandate Palestine, including Israel?
That's right.
But to achieve this Islamic state and to struggle for it, Hamas is fighting.
When the Israelis killing our kids, our children, shelling our houses, what you could do? Hamas and all other organizations will fight against this kind of treatment of our people inside the occupied territories.
Do you really think you can win against the Israelis?
Yes, I am sure.
But Israel has America on its side.
And we have our own power, which is Allah.
Even for Western reporters like myself, it's not easy to travel the 100 miles from my home in Beirut to Israel and to the land the refugees call Palestine. Today I have to pack, feed the cat and close down my home.